Welcome back to another episode of my Ultimate Iron Man, and it's the Christmas season. This video should go up a couple days, I think, before Christmas. I'm pretty sure Hanukkah's right around that time too, so you know, whether you celebrate or not any of those, I know those are the two big ones, at least in my area, or you just like the holiday season like me, I hope you're having a good time. Because I am. I don't love the cold, but hey, if we get some snow, I do like some snow, so that's always fun. Starting out in a bit of a strange place at the Farming Guild, because I knew this level had been coming for a while. It just didn't happen to fit into the last episode. We got 3 Celestris seeds. I don't remember what from. I want maybe like a clue or something. I don't know. But either way, when we check the health of this tree here, that is going to be 97 farming. And then do I have? Okay, I already checked the health of this spirit tree over here. So, but now I do have, in case you're curious, all but one spirit tree. I think, yeah, just the one that's at Septeria, which you don't really need, I don't think, because there's already like 2 ways to get there. But hey, that's beside the point. Oh, I got a treat early today. I've got a whopping 3 hard caskets from a Hellhound's task, so that could hopefully be really, really nice for us. Let me go free up some inventory space and I will get this opened. We got 1. Ooh, my voice cracked there. I hate when I did that. It probably doesn't even sound, I swear it doesn't sound as bad as in person. I'm not like 17, guys. I've gone through puberty. Armored Chaps is really nice though. We might be tied with Ancients now as that being a closer set. That's a really, really bad hard to make up for that one. And then 3 is Ancient Body, which I think we just got recently, or we already have. So a decent spread of uniques though. I cannot be sad about that. Oh, and I was just the other day thinking that I'm getting kind of low on dust runes, and we got a nice 240 dust devils to hopefully get the stack much higher than that. Whoa, look at that. Looks like we got a little abyssal whip and a hard clue in one drop. That's pretty neat. And also I'm happy to report that much like I thought it would, Guthans works pretty dang well at Abyssal Demons. They don't do nearly as much damage as gargoyles, actually, believe it or not. And then, you know, their max hit is only 8, so it really, you know, it's pretty good. You can't AFK like you can with gargoyles because these guys aren't aggressive to you, but it's, you know, I'll take that trade of being less AFK for being, you know, easier to do. Can we even start this hard clue? We can. Well, I've been putting in the work, you know, hitting the gym, lifting weights and stuff, getting really, really strong, and it's all about to pay off here, because we've got 94 defense. Oh, and also, if you don't see, I got a second whip. I'm sorry, and I might even be even more sorry for this, because I'm about to go ahead and high alch it. There will be no further talks of potentially dropping things over to my main, or my main, to my, you know, 400 total level free-to-play main, in quotes. But yeah, just, you know, it's not really going to be worth it for these, you know, lower expensive drops, you know, to consider bonding it up with bonds being so crazy expensive now, and it's not worth the bag space to try and hold on to like multiple of them. So I'm happy. It's like 2 mil, I think-ish, for a normal whip. And 72k alch, so you know that's still a pretty decent alch. I'm okay just taking that for this account. I can't believe I only got 1 hard casket from Abyssal Demons. 2 whips and 1 casket. SMH my head, dude. Ooh, Sarah Crozier and some nice alchs. Cool. Just finishing up a Vampire Slayer task down here, which have really grown on me. I've had them unlocked for a while. I think I've talked about them before. They're good for getting runite bars, although if you have, you know, the gem shop unlocked, or the ore shop in the Tazar place, that's probably better for runite. But this can be a good runite bar if you need it. There we go. Task is over. They're also pretty good for hard clues. You see, I've got 2 caskets right now. I managed to actually get like 3 or 4 clues that I had to end up dropping, so they're pretty good. And then their drops, you know, they have some alchs and whatnot around, so certainly useful. There's 1, and ooh, an attempt at a master and lots of alchs. I'll check back with you if I get anything. Oh my word, guys, I'm always surprised when I get these master caskets done, but honestly, like, you know, stat wise we're up there where we can probably do most of the Sherlock ones, and you know,
there's a lot of hard ones, but there are a decent amount of just time consuming. You got to run around or do lots of fights or something. But managed to pull it off. I don't know, is this number 5, number 6 on the account, or even that high? Oh, number 6. And everything is trash, but we did get a new unique, at least, the Lesser Demon Mask. Oh, look at that tongue. It's actually a pretty good Halloween mask. It's too bad Halloween was like, 2 months ago. Well, I dropped a hint about this, I think, last video about something potentially new we're gonna see, but I thinking about doing it for a long while, actually, since the last league of unlocking Slayer boss, like a boss. That's the name of the to be able to do boss Slayer. I was hesitant because I know like anytime I get like a wilderness boss, it's gonna have to be a skip, but I figured it's time to start doing. Definitely, we're overdue probably for starting. General Grador. It's probably also about time that we start doing Zammy as well. And I guess Sarah, if I get that, I wouldn't, it'd be pretty easy to do that. So we're very fortunate. This is actually the first time I've gotten one, and it's for General Grador. I think I can only choose up to 35 because I don't have any of the combat tasks on. I am going to go ahead and do 35, and your reward point tally is 1305. Okay, I don't know why he tells me that. Does it cost points or something? I don't know. Anyway, yeah, so General Grador is going to be our thing, but I actually think I might save that for next episode. It is Wednesday now, and I have to work today, tomorrow, and Friday, so I'm not really gonna be able to get a video out what I normally would, or like, I'm gonna have to get a different content. So I actually think, even though we have a Slayer task, I think I'm going to head over to Vorkath. I've been wanting to do that for a while, just to get up to 50 kills for the to get get rid of the assembler and put it in the range, in the range cape. In case you didn't remember or you weren't here, I got a Vorkath head on my second kill for Vorkath, so I haven't actually gotten the guaranteed one you get at 50 KC. So at most we're only gonna have to do 48 Vorkath kills, and then we can go ahead and replace our Ava's assembler, which it is like a trade-off. Some people might debate whether it is, but you can put another head into the range cape, which I do have 99 range, by the way. It has the same effect as the assembler. You just lose a little range strength, which kind of sucks, but we have the anguish now. So I think that more than offsets that. And I'd much rather have, I was thinking, like, since I have crystal top and body in my inventory, it'll be really nice to not have to keep, 3 things of crystal top, bottom, and the assembler in the inventory, one by one. So gonna go ahead and get ready for prep for Vorkath, and you can look forward to General Grador before the end of the year. That was the thing I was hoping would happen, and it looks like it is gonna happen. So next video probably will be our big, baby's first trip to General Grador. I bet it'll go really, really well. Just doing some winter cleaning here of my looting bag, because it's getting up there, and I had a couple things in his spory. And I managed to have 2 Dark Totems, so 2 Skatizo attempts before Vorkath. We're just full of boss attempts today. Pretty good Skatizo trips overall. Managed to get just enough Ancient Shards to fill up our Arclight and not have any left over. 20 Runate Bars, which is like, 200k, because I make those into Med Helms, which are like a 10k alch each. Some Snapdragon, and both Hard Clues, which is always great to see. First one, we get... why is that worth so much? I guess Zammy? Oh no, teleports are probably worth a lot. Pretty trash clue overall. And then number 2, ooh, Armor Plate Body, and then a repeat Green Dragon Mask. That plate body is pretty cool. That's really cool. I like the armor color and the design a whole heck of a lot. And then just a weird dragon helmet. Well, you can always tell when I'm excited about something because I tell you what I'm going to do, and then I end up doing like 50 random different things before that. But it started with getting, General Grador task, then I said we were going to do Vorkath, and now, before we do Vorkath, of course, we have to do Giant's Foundry, because I've been keeping a stack of Addy bars that I got from Zora, and then Myth bars. I got some of these, most of these from Gargoyle, just getting them from around. I've wanted to come back to Giant's Foundry for a while, honestly, mainly just because I've been missing it, if I'm being honest. It just was kind of a fun thing. It's pretty good gains. If we go here and talk to the shop, I don't know how much I left. Oh, let me put this in real quick. Okay, so I've got almost 2,000 reputation. We are interested now in only the smithing outfit and maybe the gut sword. I've talked before that these ones aren't worth getting, these two molds. So let's see. The smith's gloves would be the best because we can put the ice gloves in there, but we need the whole set to store it and take them out. So the whole set is our goal. I'm not really gonna bother buying. Maybe I'll buy like the tunic or something first, just for a little extra XP. I probably actually will end up doing that, but I don't think I'm gonna get very many points from this. But I'll just see, see what happens. This is my first time using the bars instead of, the prift mask that I had. I've got it set up right now so that I can. There's a big table on the wiki of how many bars you should use. I'm using 14 and 14. So that should give me the easiest way. I've just got my inventory full of light stuff, and that should be the easiest way for me to do this. So it's been a minute since I've done this. Hopefully we'll be able to get back into a groove pretty easily. I'm gonna try and find an empty world. It's not super important, but I feel like people are gonna judge me. They're gonna be like, oh my god, look at this guy, he just did that wrong. He got a ding on his sword. Do you get dings in this mini? You definitely get some dings. I'm sure I'll get some dings, and it's gonna feel real bad, especially if I have the freaking jocks laughing at me. Been going pretty hard, and if you look here, I have been able to crack the 200k XP an hour mark. I think having the noted bars is what really pushes that over, and we've got enough for our first piece. Gonna go ahead and buy the smith's tunic here. It has a 20% chance to increase the speed of a smithing action, which does stack, I'm pretty sure, which does work inside Giant's Foundry. So we've got that, and we'll go ahead and put that on. I don't know how crazy much of a difference that's gonna make right now, but hey, we've got it. It's something. Oh no, not quite perfect. Gotta go back here and oh no, I have to heat it up because it's down here. No, oh, this is so embarrassing. This is as much as you can get it down, there are still some times where it's like, even if you're pitch perfect and you get lucky like that, with a attempt to get the perfect click or whatever, you still have to sometimes run back and forth. But anyway, I'm waffling because once we hand this sword in here, even though it was a kind of bad one, it is going to be 89 smithing. We can now make rune short swords and dart tips, and then Shazen Helms 5. I don't know if the swords are better, the high alch, than the medium. I meant to say med helm, and I was making fun of myself for saying medium because I was like, well, that's not med helm, but I was like, that is what it stands for. It's 3:30 in the morning, guys. I'm a little tired now, but I want to at least use all of these supplies. This has been some very, very good XP so far. If we go ahead and check over here, 205k an hour, 350k gained in just not even 2 hours. Like, obviously you need the supplies to have this done, but this is really, really nutty. I was already considering maybe looking at Volcano. Again, that's kind of on my bucket list of a couple things to do after we get a D pick, because you can also get the dragon ornament kit for that, the dragon pickaxe ornament kit, which actually looks really cool, the one from Volcano. So that's something you might see here in the medium future, the med future, if you will. But not immediate. Definitely want to do more Slayer PVM stuff before we get to that. And this here is going to be officially the last one. Not going to get another commission. I will see how many points we're up to. So 2,700. Of course, we got the top. And for the total XP gain with all those supplies, 534k. That's insane. So good. Really gonna want to see how well an experiment with Volcano could go once that becomes a thing, because you could smithing is, you could get smithing in like a week if you have your Volcano supplies built up. Obviously it would take longer to get the supplies, but really good. All right, and I'm just about to go ahead and get started with Zulrah. This guy better not make fun of me. I swear to God, I'm gonna hop. People always make fun of me whenever I'm with Zulrah about something, because everyone knows better than I do for Zulrah. I don't want to hear any of that. But anyway, I'm just gonna try and wing it. Not gonna look at any guides or anything. I think I remember most of it. I know I've got prayer just in case, range potion, anti-venom. I was hoping to have the Serp Helm, but now that I got all these anti-venoms, that should be probably not just as good, but we get a little more DPS from having the crystal helm. And just have to click a couple times. The only thing that's kind of bringing me down substantially is I only have normal anti-fires. I forgot that I was maybe going to go to the wilderness to try and get some, I don't know why I'm going to the map, in case you don't know where the wilderness is, just to try and kill a couple lava dragons like Death Pile and try and do that, just get a couple scales to get enough for this grind. But I forgot about doing that, and I was like, whatever. All it does is right now with Protect from Magic and having an anti-fire, its max Souls max is 20, and it goes down to 10 with if you have the extended anti-fires. So that's a pretty significant drop. But I'm hoping to just get lucky, honestly. And that's like, you know, only doing 1 kill trips. Hopefully the food will be enough. I do have a recoil, so taking damage isn't like the worst for me. So we'll see how it goes. I don't, you know, I imagine it'll probably take a second or two to get back into getting used to it, but I don't think it'll be like, you know, the worst thing ever. Well, I died. I did get him down to 10 health though, so like, you know, it wasn't a complete blowout. I just ran out of food because I'm not ever gonna try and Wook's walk, but I just going back and forth like left to right, you know, I forgot, you know, I messed up the knot. At first I was gonna try and do the thing where you just have run off all the time and then try and, you know, just do like control walk, but I was like, no, it's easy enough to just count the 7 attacks and know when it's coming, so I can just turn my run off manually. So like I took like 2 30s, so you know, it does taking like 20s sometimes from Dragonfire does, you know, it's not fun, you know, it's definitely a negative, but I think I can handle it. It's just gonna have to be you know, get a little better. Honestly, dying was probably a good thing this early on, because I actually had realized that we probably should be specking with the Dragon Warhammer at the start just to try and reduce the defense, because I was already doing pretty good DPS, and if I have, you know, hit him with even 1 Dragon Warhammer spec, that could significantly improve my kill times. Because I think, you know, just my DPS versus Vorkat's DPS is going to be kind of the big deciding factor for these fights. Second time's the try, as they say, I believe, and a new PB, 259. But yeah, I got 1, you know, Warhammer spec, and that definitely helped, and then learning to walk better definitely helped. I think, you know, I just got a little unlucky with the damage Vorkath did to me the first time around. So yeah, I don't think this will be that bad at all. Is it worth it? I don't think it's worth it for me to hold on to much of this stuff. I know Dragon Longsword and Rune Kites are the D'hide noted. Okay, so I'm not going to pick up the D'hide, that's for sure. And then the Superior Dragon Bones, I think if your herb lore is high enough, sometimes people will grind that up and add them to the antivirus, but I'm pretty sure you need like very high herb lore to do that. Yeah, 92 for super anti-fires, which even if I +4 boosted, I couldn't get to. Even +5 with, you know, stews, I couldn't. So I think we're just going to go ahead and offer these to the POH, which I actually am curious how much XP that's going to be. I think it's a decent amount per bone. Looking at 375. Not bad, not bad. Ooh, certainly not one of my prettiest kills, but we got it down, and that is not gonna be for everything. Not gonna be for everything. Certainly, it's not for anything. In fact, and also on that, you know, lingual bunder. Oh my god. Well, unfortunately, on this sorry note, I think I'm going to call the episode here. It is currently 5 a.m. on Christmas Eve. Got back from work recently, and while I would love to, you know, keep going until, you know, something interesting happens, or at least till 50, I don't think it could be feasible for me. The latest I want to have this out is by Christmas Day, and I think, you know, we all got our stuff going on Christmas Day. We're not gonna be watching YouTube videos, so I'd like to get it out, you know, a couple hours from now, you know, just Christmas Eve. And hopefully some of you guys will enjoy that. It feels like I haven't done much of anything, but like looking back, this has like been like the variety show this episode. We did some Slayer, then we talked about General Grottor and all our plans for the future, did some Giants Foundry, and then, you know, nice little treat of wrapping up with Vorkath. But if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. You're one of the OGs, I can tell if you're still here, you know, 19 minutes into the video. I really do appreciate it. Thank you all so much for the support. I hope you've had a wonderful year. Hope you enjoy these holidays, and hopefully you'll join me for one more video this year, and we can really, you know, send 2022 off with a bang, you know, if things go well, which hopefully they will.